over here at the workbench, and we're going to be talking about National Safe Boating Week. We brought in Jeff Barnes from the Coast Guard Auxiliary, and we want to talk about some of the things you need to know. So Jeff, why don't you just tell us what's going to happen?
Well, Rick, starting Saturday, the 21st, through all of next week, is National Safe Boating Week. And the reason why the Coast Guard is so invested in this is because as the new boaters and the seasoned boaters start going out for the summer, we want to make sure that they have all the necessary equipment, because sometimes things break, sometimes things to be renewed. And so they're going to have vessel examiners out all across the country this coming week.
All right, so what do we need to have?
So the first thing is to make sure you wear a life jacket. So we have various different kinds of life jackets. This is my Type 3, which is a vest, and that's a very comfortable thing to be wearing throughout the day, whether it's a jet skier or a water skier, and that's just something you can have on all day long.
Now, most fishermen, they don't like this style, so
Right.
what else you got for us, Jeff?
So the easy thing to wear is a Type 5. This is inflatable.
Right. So what makes this different? This actually has a cartridge and a pull cord, so you have to inflate it yourself, or does it deploy when you hit the water?
Yes, different models have different options, but most of them will have a hydrostatic switch. As soon as you hit the water, it pumps up.
All right. And certainly a throwable cushion.
A throwable cushion, this is actually required equipment on most recreational boats. So you gotta make sure you have at least one of these on board.
All right, and then typically this is what most people have.
This is a Type 2, and this is typically the kind of life jacket you're gonna see people trying to cram out of their center console or their tea bag, because this is what most people have on their boats.
Now, the Coast Guard, what else are they gonna be looking for?
We're gonna be looking for flares. We're gonna make sure that your flares are not expired.
Yeah, that's really important. Now, guys, there's an expiration date and a manufacturer date right here. Make sure I had it upside down. Let's see that. Anyway, so you can see the date right here. It tells you when it's made, and then that's what the Coast Guard, as well as any FWC officer, is going to look for to make sure that it's correcto.
Exactly, and 3 of them for most boats will take care of your daytime and nighttime needs. There is also this, which is a electronic flare, and that takes care of your nighttime, and there's a distress flag in there, and that takes care of all your daytime distress needs.
I like it.
And just so for fail-safe, this is one of the best things you can ever buy. This is, if you're a hunter or a deep sea fisherman, you get one of these, you activate it and register it, you turn it on, and the cavalry come from anywhere in the world.
So how do you turn this on?
Well, we're not doing it right now.
The cavalry be banging on the
That's right.
door. And then obviously,
Yes.
VHF.
Just make sure, guys, that when you take care of your VHF, first thing you do is you turn on is they ask you for an MMSI number. Make sure you're registered with Boat US, the MMSI number, input it, and then all you got to do is if you get in trouble, you start hitting that red button, and again, the cavalry will come again.
Jeff, you did a wonderful job tonight. I'm so thoroughly educated on what the Coast Guard's going to be asking of me, and I'm going to have to make sure that I go check my flares when I get home. And fire extinguishers, right, Bree?